You've probably seen the headlines swirling around the star lately, and yeah, things are heating up fast. Donovan Wilson, one of the most experienced guys on this Dallas Cowboys defense. The guy who's been flying around, making big plays, and setting the tone emotionally for the last 6 seasons, might actually be on the chopping block this offseason. Let that sink in for a second. This isn't just rumors or wild speculation. It's coming from inside sources like Nick Harris at the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, who recently called Wilson a bubble player on the Cowboys' depth chart. That's the kind of label you usually hear about guys fighting for the last couple spots on the 53-man roster, not a seasoned veteran with 80-plus tackles and a history of impact plays. So why the doubt? Well, Wilson is entering a contract year, and cutting him could save the Cowboys about $7 million in cap space. When you consider the huge financial decisions the team is facing, think Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, every million really matters. And yes, Wilson did miss some off-season work recovering from knee surgery, which opened the door for some younger players to showcase their skills. But when training camp started, Wilson came out aggressive, flying around trying to quiet the chatter. Still, the conversation about his roster spot hasn't gone away. That tells you a lot about what the front office might be thinking. It's not just about talent anymore. It's about value, production, and depth. If it were only about Wilson's ability, this wouldn't be a discussion. The Cowboys haven't even used their 2 post-June 1st roster designations, so moving on from Wilson now would give them the same cap benefit as if they waited. It's less about timing and more about how confident they are in the young safeties waiting in the wings, and maybe how well Wilson fits into Mike Zimmer's new defensive system. So I want to hear from you. If you had to decide, would you keep Donovan Wilson or cut him to make room for the younger guys? Drop a K in the comments if you think he deserves to stay, or a C if you think it's time to move on. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our daily Cowboys updates. We're closing in on 15,000 subscribers, and every like and subscription helps push us closer. So go ahead and smash that like button if you're enjoying the real, no-fluff takes on your Cowboys. All right? We're just getting started. So stick around as we break down what's really going on behind the scenes with Wilson and the wave of young talent trying to step up in Dallas. All right, now that we've talked about Donovan Wilson and the tough spot he's in, let's zoom in on the young safeties who are knocking on the door, ready to step up and take his place if needed. The Cowboys are clearly investing in youth and value, and that's shaping the whole defensive backfield going into 2025. First up, there's Wanye Thomas. This guy's been around since 2022, but really started turning heads last season. Thomas is athletic, aggressive in coverage, and has a nose for the ball. He's shown flashes that make you think he could be a long-term starter. Then you've got Marquise Bell, who's a bit newer to the Cowboys, but has been impressive in camp. Bell's physicality and versatility fit perfectly with Mike Zimmer's defensive style, which demands safeties who can both cover and come up in the box to stop the run. And let's not forget rookie Elijah Clark. Fresh out of college, Clark's been turning heads with his speed and instinct. Rookies often take time to adjust, but Clark's learning quickly and bringing a high-energy, high-upside profile that the coaching staff loves. With these 3 pushing hard in camp, it's easy to see why the Cowboys might feel confident about moving forward without Wilson. This shift toward younger players isn't just about saving cap space, it's about building a defense that can grow and adapt under Zimmer's system. But here's where I want your take. If these young safeties keep shining like they have been, would you feel comfortable seeing Wilson move on? Drop your vote. Yes, if you're cool with the youth movement, or no, if you think the Cowboys should bring in an outside veteran safety to fill that potential gap. And don't forget, if you want the latest insider content, hit subscribe and like this video. We're all about bringing you the real scoop on the Cowboys as they shape their 2025 roster. Your support helps keep that coming every day. So what do you think? Should Dallas trust the young safeties or look outside the organization? Let me know in the comments. All right, Shifting gears now to the offense, specifically the tight end room, and boy, it's heating up in a way few expected. Luke Schoonmaker, who came into the Cowboys with a lot of promise, has been struggling to lock down his spot as the clear-cut TE2 behind Jake Ferguson. His development has hit some bumps, and coaches are expecting more from him to step up and solidify his role. Enter Spann-Ford, the undrafted free agent who's quietly been making waves in camp. Spann-Ford's speed, hands, and overall football IQ have caught the coach's eyes. They've been praising his work ethic and how quickly he's adapted to the playbook. He's pushing hard, showing that he can be a reliable target and a dynamic option in the passing game. This unexpected surge puts real pressure on Schoonmaker. The rookie is fighting not just to make the roster, but to earn meaningful snaps. This tight end battle is one of the more exciting position competitions on the Cowboys roster right now. The team needs a dependable TE2, and both Schoonmaker and Spann-Ford are hungry to prove they deserve that spot. So here's where you come in. Who are you backing in this battle? Drop BSF for Spann-Ford or LS for Luke Schoonmaker in the comments. Also, do you think Schoonmaker can turn things around and cement his role, or does Spann-Ford deserve the nod based on what we've seen so far? I want to hear your takes. If you want to keep up with deep dives like this on the Cowboys roster battles, hit that subscribe button and like the video. It really helps the channel grow and keeps the insider info coming your way every day. So, what's your pick? Spann-Ford or Schoonmaker? Let me know below. Let's take a closer look at Spann-Ford and why he's been turning heads in Cowboys camp, especially compared to Luke Schoonmaker. Spann-Ford isn't just a fast, reliable target. He brings solid size and physicality that fits really well with what Mike McCarthy and offensive coordinator Liam Cohen want out of their tight ends. At around 6'3" and 240 pounds, he's got the build to be a real factor not just in the passing game, but also in the run game. That blocking ability is huge for the Cowboys' 2025 offense, which relies on physical tight ends who can open lanes and protect the quarterback. What's impressive is how quickly Spann-Ford has developed his technique and understanding of the playbook. Coming in as an undrafted free agent, many didn't expect this kind of impact so soon, but his work ethic and football IQ have been standout. Some analysts are even saying he might fit McCarthy and Cohen's system better than Schoonmaker, who's still finding his footing. Now, here's where I want you to jump in. Do you think the Cowboys made a mistake drafting Schoonmaker, or is it just a slow development curve for him? And with Spann-Ford's rise, do you believe he deserves to be the TE2 this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to hear what you all think. If you want to stay updated with deep dives and insider looks like this, don't forget to like this video and hit subscribe. That way, you won't miss any breaking news or roster battles as the Cowboys head into 2025. So, what's your take on Spann-Ford's rise and Schoonmaker's struggles? Let's get the conversation going. All right, Cowboys fans. Let's zoom out and look at what all these roster decisions really mean for the 2025 season and beyond. The battles we've talked about, Donovan Wilson's uncertain future, the tight end competition between Schoonmaker and Spann-Ford. They're not just about who makes the team. They're about the bigger picture of the Cowboys' evolution under Mike Zimmer and the front office's commitment to building a roster that balances youth, value, and immediate winning potential. Cutting a veteran like Wilson sends a strong message. The Cowboys are ready to trust the younger safeties and focus on players who fit the salary cap and scheme perfectly. On the other side, choosing between Schoonmaker and Spann-Ford at TE2 highlights how important fit and physicality are in McCarthy's offense. It's about more than just talent. It's about who can help the team win right now. Now here's where I want you to step into the GM's shoes. What would you do? Keep Wilson and his leadership, or roll with the young guns? And at tight end, who gets the nod as TE2, Spann-Ford's rise or Schoonmaker's potential? Drop your votes and thoughts in the comments. It's your chance to shape this conversation. Don't forget to smash that like button to help us hit our goal of 15,000 subscribers. We're so close. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any daily Cowboys updates all season long. Stay tuned, because this roster drama is just heating up, and we'll be breaking down every twist and turn right here on the channel. So, what's your call? Keep or cut Wilson? Spann-Ford or Schoonmaker? Let me know below.